your game plan.
Dance, jump in the stands, no man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his first look is incomplete. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
And this offensive line, they're going to have to be a lot better than they were right there. We certainly won't measure them just by one play. But they definitely got a big challenge ahead of them in this one. Because this defense, they love to run blitz, and they clog up the running lanes.
Let's make these babies cry.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a look at the defensive starters here for the Steelers. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
They're roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
58.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. That's out to his running back, Michelle. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We're scoreless after 1. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. B.J. Goodson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
56 right there, 56. Hey, Tuesday, let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They go play action here on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking. It's still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On second down, McCaffrey.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down. Even though
got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Adam Humphries, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Evans. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They go play action with Ryan. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Michelle, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Christian McCaffrey, 81 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And the Colts getting ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Rodgers now to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg Olsen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good sustain. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Back 25. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he?
And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From midfield now on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Pick 6, man. Let's get this all day.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, they've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
25, 56, 56. Switch up.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He finds Matthews. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Hey. You got 3, three down. Let him go.
To throw again. Ryan. This will be caught by Brown. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. He completes it to Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Ryan, his throw caught right around the 6. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
Throwing now is Ryan. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Steps away to it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
56 to Mike, 56. Check 56.
Ryan to throw. And this is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Well, I think they knew that that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short.
And it's tough to really hang too much blame on your kicker here either. That would have been well above and beyond his range, and this will go down as a tough loss. They played well enough to win.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. McCaffrey following the penalty. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers throwing here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? and I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for the Steelers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop back to 5.